Welcome to the Belfield Bowl for round 11 of the All-Ireland League Division 1A between UCD in 7th place versus Cork Constitution. This is Conor Dempsey, aka Merv, with John Gilson on lead comms as always today. John, welcome back from skiing.
Thank you very much. Yes.
In one piece.
Apologies in advance, there might be a few voice breaks and whatnot, but we'll do our best as we always do, and really looking forward to today's game.
Yeah, pointed out there just at the pre-match lunch, the presidents for Mutual Backslapping and Admiration Society, but with good cause. This fixture last year saw the teams score 65 points apiece, both teams winning away from home. So it's an open free scoring affair, and the fixture in Cork Con before Christmas was Con ran out in what was a ding dong. Ultimately they ran out 38-25 winners, and it's kind of there's the story of UCD season. We've got the two highest scoring teams in Division 1A. With us today we also have, fittingly, the two highest scoring players in Michael Maloney for UCD scrum half at 125 points, and the next man up on 99 is James Taylor for Cork Con. So an open day, open rugby on what the beginning is. What is this? Storm Aisha. I say Isha, you say Oisha. We might have to call off the open play anyway. It's if the wind keeps going. It's swirling, it's gusty, but it's not.
Hopefully, won't play a massive part.
Yeah, it's not punitive at the moment, but that can shift. So we'll keep an eye on that.
You. And we just see Cork on onto the pitch now, and I'll just run through the teams quickly. In the front row, Alex Heaney, Billy Scannell, Luke Masters, Sean Duffy and John Ford. In the second row, Jack Kelleher, Ronan O'Sullivan and David Hyland, the Con captain. Louis Kahn and James Taylor, Harry O'Riordan, Daniel Hurley, Rob German, Johnny Murphy and Rob Heffernan. The UCD team as follows: Jack Boyle, Bobby Sheehan, Andrew Sparrow, Alan Spicer, Jerry Hill in the second row, Rory Byrne, Mick Culreevy and Matt Healy make up the back row. Mick Maloney and James Tarrant, a good duo in the halfbacks. Dara Gilburn, Luke Kurtzinger, and then Ross Deegan, Harry Donnelly and Tim Corkery make up the back three.
Yeah, this UCD team coming across the pitch, watching the teams do their last run outs, it's striking how big a team it is this year. There's a couple of last year's Ireland under-20s who are serving with the combined academies against Italian under-23s. They did their last fixture last night, so the likes of Conor O'Tierney and Diarmuid Mangan, two big men, not available, but we still have Andrew Sparrow and Alan Spicer both in the 20 squad, packing down one behind the other, 3 and 4 judging by the numbers. So big men for UCD, and also a large centre in Luke Kritzinger, who's playing at second centre here today for UCD, a big man. So UCD not about to be bossed in terms of size, but Con the form team and really gunning for a home semi-final. Referee just checking officials, and bibs are on from both benches.
Did you bring your bib?
Well, I'm a messy eater at the best of times.
But yeah, Stuart Gaffigan, a well experienced referee in the AIL. It's not his first rodeo, as they'd say. And now Mick Maloney just set to kick off. I think we're maybe a minute delayed, but that's no harm. And we're ready to go now as Gaffigan sounds the whistle. Good take from Con just on the 22 and tackle from Rory Byrne. Jack Boyle looking to disrupt early on, as he does so well. And Louis Kahn just shaping up for a box kick, but Boyle goes back in there. Tim Corkery just underneath it does well to stay in field under a bit of pressure there. Con looks to be getting over that, and I think there's someone in the side or tackle without the ball, says Stuart Gaffigan. And early penalty to UCD.
Yeah, eagle-eyed. I thought it was going to be a turnover there for Con. I thought they were dominating the breakdown there, but referee.
Yeah, Tim Corkery just a little bit isolated.
And Gaffigan and Jack Boyle having a chat about a little bit of off the balls, and referee assuring Jack Boyle that he's going to go and have a chat with, who is it?
I think
the
it's
front
his
of the
opposite number.
his opposite
I'm not
number.
sure.
Surprise, the two props putting down markers with each other. No quarter asked.
And UCD go to the back of the line now with Culreevy.
Bit of a scud missile, that throw. Certainly didn't have to get off the ground too much.
Probably into the wind a little bit if the way we're looking
Yeah.
at it. It's kind of across the pitch from the far side stand. Gilbert now just to his centre partner, Kurtzinger.
Boyle there took it off the feed, I think.
UCD looking to play here now. Well inside the 22, and I think it's Bobby Sheehan just possibly held up, but does well, and ball comes back, and UCD looking really good field position so far.
3 gain line carries there, getting over the gain line, and now a penalty advantage from the refs. So UCD would be looking to make points out of this scenario, one way or the other.
Off his feet there, and penalty. I'll be interested to see what they do. They'll probably tap and go or take a scrum from where they are in the pitch, or 3 points as well, with the trusty boot of Maloney, a viable option.
Good cohesive attacking shape there from UCD in their first attack off that low trajectory throw, but as you point out, Gil, so it's a challenging wind. Looks a bit dead around the ball now in terms of that breeze, but
I think
it's
the biggest effect will probably be the line outs on this side of the field from where we're speaking and where the camera is. Hopefully kickers won't have too much issue, but it definitely is more of a crosswind than a favouring wind for either side. And just as Maloney shapes up for the kick, should be standing enough, and the flags go up. And the first updated scores in the doors from today: Shannon go 3-0 up within the first minute against Trinity in College Park, as far as I know.
it is College Park today, for that fixture, and 3-0 to UCD. So an efficient kick-off.
And Clontarf go up early as well against Lansdowne there, 7-0 up within the first few minutes. And Kurtzinger back in the bowl here, gathers the restart, and Maloney, what's new here, will go to the box kick. Good kick chase from UCD. Heffernan was underneath it and did well. Passes to a man inside him. James Taylor it was. Boyle just over the wall with
hands on the ground there, hands on the ground.
But really good from Boyle so far, trying to disrupt the breakdown as much as possible, and well able to do so.
Yeah, that hands on the ground, it makes it very, very tough. Certainly favours the team with the ball when the defender has to balance like a ballet dancer. No hands on the ball, and just get themselves down there, take the brunts and take the ball as well. It's a hard thing to do, all of them, and Jack Boyle didn't manage on that occasion. The wind must have affected that line kick, didn't get much meterage on it. First throw for Con, well contested.
Could have been crooked, but play on. I think they'll kind of get the benefit of the doubt off this side sometimes. That's anything to go by. And
thought it was decent myself, Gil, so I have to say.
Forward now. That's Sean Ford there now in the midfield. A little bit slow to come back, but it's back now.
And that's UCD's rush defence, one of the big differences in their performances this year. They've got numbers now, Con.
Just a bit scrappy, but did well to get the offload away to Daniel, or the other centre, Harry O'Riordan, blocked down by Kurtzinger there, and comes back on the Con side, but I think we'll restart with a knock on, and really good pressure from UCD, really good defensive set, and ultimately coming away with the scrum. So from
Con's kickoff, it's a scrum pretty much on the halfway line, and really UCD's rush defence there, knocking Con back behind the gain line each time.
Yeah, quite extraordinary. The Con line out was on the 10 metre line pretty much, and UCD just really putting good pressure on.
Hinch has scored a try against Young Munster, missed the conversion there. 5-0 up against Young Munster at home there. An away trip I'm looking forward to in a couple of weeks' time, up to Hinch.
And Stuart Gafferin just having a word about the front rows and looking for a reset. Doesn't look looks quite a evenly matched pack from here, but yeah, UCD have some notable names in there. Andrew Sparrow and Alan Spicer have just been named on the Ireland 20 squad for the Six Nations, so we are sending the best of luck, and great to have them with us today. Well, they'll be gone for a few months after this, but
yeah, Andrew Sparrow, still in his first year senior rugby. He's learning. It's an experienced con front row. Sparrow's still learning on the tight head side there. Interesting to see that Rory Maguire, also from the Leinster squad, is riding Pine today. He's the sub tight head. Should he be required later on? So another big man ready to come in for UCD. So referee Gavigan gone over to the far side there to see. That's where it went down the last time, just to see what's going on. Con likely to challenge this scrum.
I imagine so. It's much steadier scrum. Mick Maloney now to Deegan, the big man in the centre, coming off his wing, and Cork here I think just knocked it forward, and Con will play at the advantage, but I think Gaffigan continues anyway, and it must have been a forward pass there, but play on anyway, and the far side wing, they kick one through, and I think it'll just run dead, but jeez, I don't know, that pass looked
yeah, again, these classic, if the hands go backwards, rhubarb, they probably got away with that one on that count, but it looks like UCD got away with kind of two knock-ons there, and Con's advantage there sort of ran out into the dead ball line, so kind of got off the hook there, UCD.
And yeah, we'll restart with a scrum just moments after the first scrum. Hopefully the reset scrums won't play a huge part, and we won't be too long at scrum time. Partly because the fact I probably just can't commentate the scrums. I keep saying this every game.
You're too modest. You're too modest.
But yeah, it's anyone guess. A lot of decisions. I'm alone now into Gilburn.
A strong carry. 10 metres gain. Slow on the recycle there. Going for the box kick again. Apparently not.
Play here, and Tarrant sees a bit of space here, and it looks a really good kick if we can get a bounce. Oh, it's brilliant from James Tarrant.
50-22. It's a 50-22. And James Tarrant, who's had an on-off year in terms of with injury, he's back in the saddle today, and that was an interesting play. Looked to all intents and purposes like Maloney was going to box kick it, which is a big play that UCD use a lot, possibly too much, but he dummied, and Tarrant took the space that was afforded him.
Yeah, really good to overrule Maloney and insist he got the ball, but yeah, the wind definitely blowing into this corner, so we'll probably not the last time we'll see that today, and wouldn't say 100% favouring UCD, but yeah, certainly in this first half it is blowing towards this corner, and a little bit of advantage.
Low, hard and crooked, or low, hard and straight, just about comes back at UCD.
Good from Deegan there to ensure the turnover wasn't got by Cork Con. Maloney now into Mick Colreevy. Back now with Matthew Healy.
Second carry for Bobby Sheehan.
Here's Spicer now, the big man, the man mountain. I think Rory Byrne this time.
And interestingly, UCD making gain line with every carry, which is the difference between the teams at the moment.
Very good. Holding on to possession and just trying to break down Cork on defence, which has been good so far. But yeah, as Merv said, they're getting closer inch by inch.
And they're 5 metres out, 7 metres out now, thanks to that con drive there. Sparrow on the latch. UCD running out of ideas, maybe.
They're certainly sucking in the con defence if they're not making much ground, but slow to come back again. I think Con has turned it over.
Some magic has been worked down the mines.
And yeah,
but not in touch. Yeah,
tough to exit from deep within their 22 with that wind. And Boyle now Another great carry. Rory Byrne again. Back to Spicer. He looks to get on a good bit of ball today.
Just a little staccato UCD, not quite the speed of ruck ball that they'd like for the amount of possession.
Yeah, it certainly has been a bit slower the last few phases, and we saw it there again. Kurtzinger kind of just catching on the back foot, and Sheehan now does well. And in with Gilbert now, and here comes Deegan, and looks really good and gets over. Really good from Deegan. Just eyed up the two men in front of him and said, "You're not stopping me. I'm walking straight through." And such power from Deegan. Really good score.
Yeah, it's a brothy back line. Several big men out there, and impressive from UCD there. A lot of phases and kept control of the ball. No.
We saw it there again. Kurtzinger kind of just catching on the back foot, and Sheehan now. Here, yeah, unreal finish.
Yeah, 2.5 men on him. He is a big lad. Using his size to good effect there. The wind is really into Maloney's face here.
Yeah,
Difficult kick out wide.
Need to aim it nearly well right at the post, and hopefully it swings in and does just that. And really good kick from Maloney.
That's another 5 points, bring him to 130 for the season. That's why he's out on his own. At this stage, he's 36 points ahead of James Taylor, the next in the league. It's a hell of a haul. Pretty much 1 in 3 of UCD's points coming from Michael Maloney's boot, and
yeah, quite extraordinary, and hopefully he manages to stay fit, because he'll keep doing what he's doing if that's the case. And Deegan now just underneath this.
Yeah, he overruled Kritzinger there on the catch.
And Maloney now just organising his forwards to set up for the exit, and Spicer just stripped in contact, and Rob German coming away with it. Big unforced error there from Alan Spicer, and as UCD just needed to exit the ball and relieve the pressure, but now they're under a bit of Cork Con pressure, and the captain Dave Hyland taking it forward, and a little rewind play from Con here, but Kurtzinger read it well, and I think penalty given by Gaffigan on possibly an offside, or I think it was the upright tackle was the issue with it.
Yeah, this is the new rule in the league this year, and things that we wouldn't have seen called before are being called now this year. Again, not huge yardage, but great attacking position for Con now.
And yeah, all the lineouts. I think all the lineouts for both teams so far on this side. And yeah, as we said, quite difficult throwing conditions from this touchline into a stiff breeze. Once again, good from Scannell, and they go to the maul. Moving forward, but UCD just doing their best to stop them, but it looks to be going forward still.
Yeah, and good control is still Con hands only on that ball, and they look to just have to drop down and take their own try.
I think that'll be awarded, yeah.
Yeah. Well worked, and that's really, it's the area that teams have got into UCD all season. The line-out maul is where they've been able to get some gains. Yeah.
Achilles heel. And yeah, it was a well worked maul from Con. We'll see it again in the replay here, but yeah, UCD just doing their best.
Jack Boyle, he's around, he's affecting as much as he can, but he can't change his mind to get his hands on the ball. He has to just watch it as it happens before him.
Watch it painfully. And James Taylor now shaping up to try and add the 2 points. And taking his time over it, but into a breeze. And yeah, it just comes in enough and is over the upright.
And James Taylor goes over the 100-point mark for the season on 101 now.
And Maloney now, it was kind of a big moment there for Con, around 30 minutes, nearly 30 minutes into the game. 20, sorry. And take it in the air there. Boyle just looking to get over it once again. And Can shaping up to the box kick. She nearly blocked the down, and Corky under this, and good box kick right to the touchline. Corky does well. Opposite number Murphy took him down.
Good clear out.
Tarrant just, I think it'll be backwards, and Sparrow cleans it up. But yeah, Con now putting UCD under a bit more pressure than we've seen in the opening few minutes.
Yeah, encouraged by that last pass to play, which brought the try. It's the first time we've seen Con really begin to grind through the gears. And will we get the Maloney box kick or another dummy? No, it's an orthodox box. Good height on it, dropping outside the 22. James Taylor feels it well. Justin Deegan makes sure of the tackle. There's enough white shirts back there. But another good rush defence, and it's behind the gain line again from UCD. Getting off the line.
And Louis Can once again shaping over the box kick, but a much tougher one than Maloney had a few minutes ago with that into that win, and a bit scrappy there from UCD, and I think Deegan just comes away with it.
Yeah, the wind held that up. Deegan has made something from nothing there. Kilreevy on the charge.
Space on the far side if UCD can move it here. Tarrant will look for the ball out the back end. Out to Corky. Really nice pass, and here's Donald. We haven't seen much of him yet. Hasn't got a much ball. Little kick through.
A tricky little kick.
Not sure, there was a
penalty given there.
Possibly offside.
Offside for the kick. Not much getting past referee Gavigan. Good spot.
Yeah, just a quick update on scores. We've Terenure 10-0 up against Armagh, Lansdowne 8-7 up against Tarf, and Young Munster losing out to Hinch 17 points to 7.
Yeah, that's Lansdowne away to Tarf there. Just edging it at the moment. Obviously a try apiece and a penalty then to Lansdowne, giving them the 1 point advantage. College ran Lansdowne very close last week. 4-point game.
Yeah, but it was the double leg, and it was actually one apiece for UCD. One beat Lansdowne the first leg and lost, and then Cork Con were similar. They lost to Young Munster the first time just by a point, and then beat them in the new year in another tight game, 23 points to 13. But yeah, it's been a tough enough season so far. UCD 7th place, as we said. Cork Con 2nd place on 37 points. But yeah, there's no easy game in the AIL. You can't stress that enough, and you often see a few bottom half teams easily putting it up and beating top half teams as well. So
yeah, no, very genuinely, the top half teams really need to be on it, or they'll be surprised. And we're looking straight down the tunnel from our commentary position here on this line out. So we'll tell you if it's straight, and straight it is.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well fielded, lovely wristy pass out to Taylor.
And we're now in the midfield, inside centre. Can now just takes it out, and good line speed once again from UCD.
And it's, 2 carries, both behind the gain line again for Con, a feature of the match so far.
Tarrant now chucks a little dangerous pass out the back, and poor decision.
Yeah, a little bit too creative. Too much skill on show there. Then again, if it had come off, we'd be hailing him. So,
and yeah, I think Rory Byrne will have to be withdrawn here. Unfortunately, looks to have hurt his shoulder badly enough, saying there's no chance of continuing. And Bill Burns will come into proceedings. An experienced man who's played a lot this season, so good man to bring on early on. Unfortunately for Rory Byrne.
Bill Burns, son of Willie Burns, former Lansdowne, Clongowes Lansdowne, and of course college hooker. He's be president here in a couple of years' time, Willie. Bill plays mainly in the back row. Con tested that line out maul again. It goes down, but the referee says legitimately has a look. They'll be encouraged by that line out maul again, Gilso.
Yeah, definitely. UCD needs to sort it back now.
The UCD backline are really on
Reardon.
it. It's an attacking weapon. Our defence out wide.
They're good hit him. I think it was John Ford. And I think he just gave him as a high tackle. I think it was Healy who hit him low, but Spicer possibly or Culreevy hit him high. I think Taylor.
Referee spots a metre or two being stolen with the ball placement there, and
It's a tough win to kick into. I wouldn't
well, I wouldn't
fancy,
I wouldn't
fancy
kick
many
something.
people's
I
chances.
wouldn't kick something with the ball with the wind behind me, 5 metres in front of the post. You a kicker, Gilso?
No, certainly not.
Just a surfer, skier, horse riding dude. You just kick his nut. If you talk about it, you know what you're talking about.
Yes, Jack of all trades, master of very, very few. And very few is probably generous, probably master of none.
Well, you could say that. I'm not going to comment. That's
But it's a
fine kick,
really good kick as we were shouting on. Pardon my French. But really good kick into the
Valentine, was it?
James Taylor, yes. So the French is
Primed.
stronger than ever.
Primed. Certain je ne sais quoi to the commentary today, folks. The big fromage beside me here.
Just to the front for Scana, yeah. And they look to go to the maul.
UCD have met it well on this occasion.
They'll get the second shove on here and they get moving now. Cano met well by Boyle and driven backwards. Boyle's been everywhere today, really, really good as ever.
He's full value, yeah.
Ronan O'Sullivan taking it forward there and carries well. Forward now, the big man just taken by Culreevy, but gets gain line. Back to Taylor now and into his loose head, Alex Heaney. Taylor again with good line speed from the UCD back line. And just a penalty given by Gaffigan. I think it's for
Seems to be for not rolling
not
away,
rolling,
but it's hard to see who was supposed to be rolling away. That seemed to happen in an instant, but referee Gaffigan a lot closer to it than I am.
And James Taylor points to the post, and we'll have to give it a good decent kick to get it over, but we'll be well able, I'd imagine.
Yeah, so it kind of really tells us that in this half, the wind, if anything, it's favouring UCD, and what was a 10-point lead now could be evens.
Yeah, it's kind of just the lack of field position within the last 5 or 10 minutes for UCD. They kind of dominated most of the possession anyway, and most of the field position. But the last 5 or 10, Connor certainly come right back into it.
And the line-out maul is where they're getting their edge right now. The gusts settle down.
Gives it everything he got.
Yeah.
Really good strike.
The marksman brings it evens, 10 apiece as we approach the half-hour mark. Still on 26 minutes official time. Well, at least Greenwich Mean Time, but there have been very few stoppages really so far. Just Rory Maguire's substitution. Rory Burns' substitution, sorry.
I think, yeah. Ross Deegan was just in front here, and
that's a run of penalties now, UCD. So they need to take stock of that, because referee Gaffigan is not about to wave anything on. Now, why does the scrum take this long to set? I suppose your tight head has to tie his lace first there for Con. We're cameras off it at the moment. The packs are waiting for the tight head. Not a Boy Scout, very slow on doing the knot. Here we are, our camera back with us. Set 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. I stepped
That's
out,
well-
you stepped in again.
Well over a minute or two to get a scrum going.
Yeah,
Listen, we're a broken record saying at this stage.
health and safety will be thrown back at us, and it goes down, and it's a free kick against UCD.
But
So
yeah.
for early shove.
All the front rows, just feet went from under them. Let's hope they go for a scrum. Oh, would you look at that?
Fantastic. Fantastic. Stop clock is started again. Replacement stop clocks at the ready in case they burn out from overusage. Cleaning of studs, rituals performed,
Prayers.
short prayers for people of all religion and none. Backs have a chat, change the call. And just a final chat there from Jack Boyle to the referee. And we engage.
Strong scrum from Con, and yeah, they get the penalty.
And penalty against Jack Boyle there for
There's a few.
driving in. And the run of penalties against UCD continues, and that was against Boyle.
Unfortunate, yeah.
And if Con were real Munster team, they'd call for another scrum there. You
Yeah,
know, I
I'm
mean,
sure I was-
surely I
I
don't know
was
why
shocked.
we're
I
going for
didn't-
this expansionist.
I didn't want to say it. A really good kick from Taylor once again.
Yeah,
Gets every inch out of it.
he's got his radar on now.
And Scannell now with the put in again. UCD should probably look to put a bit of pressure, possibly switch it up. They've stayed down once or twice and the maul's been set well, but thrown into this wind, if they can put a bit of pressure on, they might be successful.
Matt Healy, chirpy as always. He's on apparently,
Jack Kelleher
but
goes
he
up.
wasn't on there. Jack Kelleher farmed that
Interesting,
one.
they go out the back to Durham, or sorry, it's Johnny Murphy. But really good play from quick ball as well for Con. Boyle just slowing it down. How many times have we said that?
There's 4 gain lines
And yeah,
and a penalty. Yet another penalty.
Matt Healy just slowed her all away. And that's about at least
And
six,
now it's the
six
time
or-
for a
6 or
chat.
7
I mean,
probably.
I do think with the AIL, the referees seem to talk to the captains at least as much as full internationals and possibly more. There's an awful lot of heart-to-hearts go on.
Probably justified this time though, in fairness. There's been about 6 or 7 in a row in the space of 5 or 10 minutes, which can't be too fun to ref.
Bobby Sheehan questions and has it all re-explained to him once over again. So yeah, it would appear to be getting close to yellow time. I think that probably is what that whole ceremony is about. And Con said no thanks to a penalty in front of the posts. They now are feeling that good about themselves and their line out that they're saying we'll go for bigger points than 3. They don't feel it's a tight game. They don't feel it's 10-all. And a game to be worried about. They feel they've got momentum. So will they be proven right? Just about from Kelleher.
And the maul going slightly forward, slightly sideways as well, but if they can get
And
a
the
second
referee has
shove on,
another penalty out, indication out there.
I think they'll go all the way here by the looks of it. Really, really good drive from Con and Billy Scannell at the bottom of it, and yeah, due reward. The maul's been excellent, and another one goes in.
Will the referee leave it at that, or will he be adding to UCD's woes with a yellow card?
I think he wants to look at something.
Another
Possibly
strong
not. I think
chat
it's
to
probably
Bobby Sheehan. Further indication of pulling them all down, but will he actually? Nobody's being sent to the bin, and I think I'd have to say I feel that's a let off.
Yeah.
Given how much referee Gavigan has made it clear that he's not happy with what UCD are at.
And Taylor throwing a bit of grass out in front of him to just.
Well, I don't know. I think that's. I think
up the wind.
Yeah.
Really takes his time, but yeah, has his routine and sticks to it and works well.
Yeah, drove through that. Didn't let the ball go too high, but that for me is telling Gilso. The penalty in front of the sticks, and they felt that good about their line-out maul, and they've been proved right.
Yeah,
with a 7-pointer instead of a 3-pointer, and we've gone from 10-0 to UCD to 10-17 Con.
Another good kick from Maloney. Just taken by the captain, Dave Hyland. But yeah, if Con come out on top of this half, it's going to be a really uphill battle for UCD playing into the wind in the second half, and Cork takes it well. Jerry Hill now takes it forward in a good carry, and Boyle now needs a bit of support with him. Just the offload drops, but it was probably the right call from Maloney, but just unlucky there. Good intent from UCD, but once again an unforced error and give them possession straight back.
Yeah, they can't. They're out of the game at the moment, mainly for their own misdemeanours and penalties. In UCD, Deegan giving the call into the pack. Heads up, lads. They've certainly been on the end of a bit of a referee pummeling, but it's their own misdemeanours that are getting them into that position, and then Con reaping the rewards with that line-out maul really delivering. I've only really seen Con move it. There was at that time they played it out to the Johnny Murphy, the right winger, off the line out instead of going for the maul. Caught me napping in the commentary position anyway, wasn't expecting that, but apart from that it's been pretty much up the jumper. Another chant from the referee as regards the scrum. Not sure what that was about.
And yeah, just about five or so minutes left, probably 6 or 7 given stoppages, but
should be enough time to get the ball in, would you think?
I'd hope so.
No guarantees.
I was gonna say on a serious note, UCD really need the next score, I'd say, and at least be drawing at half time, or if not go in front. But another great scrum from Con, and it's only going one way so far,
and that's against Jack Boyle. His knee to ground.
Jack Boyle kind of smiling here and shaking his head as if to say, I can't do much here, but I'm not sure. He obviously feels like he's.
Yeah, no, he definitely. Boyle seemed to. Why it happened, I don't know, but he definitely, his knee went very firmly to ground, and then he got back up again. But the shove was on from Con, and Con's pack really just cohesion here. UCD, we've kind of seen the pack sort of change over in terms of personnel over the course of the season.
Billy Scannell just in front of us here, and really good to his captain Hyland.
Yeah,
through the midfield, Curley goes straight through and looks to have Can outside him and doesn't need him, and in Con go for another soft try straight through the middle of the UCD backline, and Daniel Hurley did really well to beat Tarrant in the backfield. Yeah,
it was a textbook attack. The line out working like clockwork, beautifully off the top here. We're seeing it.
Really good strike play.
And the wing forward, just open side wing forward there for Con being the extra man, and a clean pair of heels there. Didn't need a second invitation. That's very, very telling. Crucial that UCD got the next score. Well, it's a little 7-pointer for Con.
Yeah, UCD just need to get back into into the Con half. They're a bit slow to come up here, but a few words were said, I'd imagine, and yeah, it's all about just giving a positive body language, and let's not go down without a fight.
Well, it's that cohesion, I think, in the Con team. Just the pack really tight, working like a well-oiled machine. More conversations between the referee and Bobby Sheehan. They have to look within, I think, more than anything. There's certainly decisions and UCD being on the wrong side of them. They're certainly not reading the referee right today.
Yeah, taken by David Hyland. It's been good. The Con captain led from the front so far. Colreevy just looking to block this down, and it's another good one from Can. Tim Corky underneath it. And
he's brave and he's consistent.
He's been solid underneath it. And
Boyle takes the contact and makes ground impressively. Matt Healy well met by two men, but that's a high tackle on Matt Healy.
Just a bit slow to get up. Yeah, definitely a high shot. And
his opposite number, the number 8's colliding on the halfway line or just beyond it, and it's an opportunity for UCD to get into striking position. Nice long kick, well into the
really,
22
really good
from
Tarrant.
Tarrant.
Big moment, and yeah, you'd feel if ever there was a moment to score, it's now. And just about 7 or 8 meters short. UCD really need to score to get back in. For
sure. We're approaching 40 minutes official time, or at least not including any referee stoppages. And that ball bounces off ahead, lost control. Can't come away with it. Johnny Murphy, opportunity missed. A real misfire there.
Yeah, it's another error from UCD, and Con just being gifted an opportunity to exit now and clear their lines once again, but it's a little bit scrappy, and Gaffigan will
Con deemed to be going forward in that scenario, and they get the put in. Yeah, Con, they're not second in the league for nothing, so UCD really need to be tight, lethal. They had very good shape early on in the game, but with successive, repetitive penalties anyway, it's undermined them. Another chat from referee Gavigan about the scrum and what he wants to see.
We'll stop for a quick scores in the doors, and we probably have time for all 10 AIL divisions. But Terenure 20 points, Armagh 3. Terenure leading well there. Lansdowne 15 points to 14 against Tarf. Young Munster 14. Ballynahinch 22. Big for Ballynahinch there. And Shannon 9 points at Trinity 12 now. So Trinity lead Shannon by 3 points, and
Tarf have just gone back with the third try and gone 19-15 up at home to Lansdowne there, so nip and tuck in 3 of those games.
UCD for the first time look to be going forward there, and Gaffigan just says both front rows have gone up and they'll reset, but Boiler may have found something there to get the upper hand on his opposite number, and hopefully he has. But yeah, he felt like he should have won the penalty there. But
more conversations between the referee and Jack Boyle. It's extraordinary level of chat.
But yeah, it was the first time all day pretty much UCD had gone forward and opted for a reset. We'll see now. It'll be interesting. Can we see it more the same, or will it stay with the Con dominance? Balls in and much steadier there. And
well locked by Con, locked.
No one's moving, and Con looking to keep it in. Con just looking to box kick, and I think that's the half. And
reverse penalty there. I think a player coming in from the side and making contact with Boyle, and now really UCD losing the relationship with the referee altogether here. A penalty was going to go.
I've not seen much like it, in fairness. That I think it was Maloney who was given the back chat. But anyway, we will stop for half time. I've got a few WhatsApps to read from, I think, multiple people about the quality of commentary, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Thank you. Give them a nod.
Welcome back, UCD. Both teams in a final huddle before we go back. With Con having gone from 0 to 24-10 lead on UCD, and UCD really having to sort themselves out with themselves first, giving away too many penalties. We see a change with Rory Maguire, the Leinster squad tight head, coming on for Andrew Sparrow, and at this half you'd expect UCD to be up against a changeable wind, and Con's advantage to kick off. And we are, thanks to our match day sponsors, MMPI, Maloney Mortgages, Pensions and Investments, regular match sponsors across the year.
Very important, yeah, that the AIL clubs get these kind of support, and it's great to have the stream today for BF analysis. And we're back underway, and Maloney shaping up for a box kick, and yeah, I'd say it was a stern enough UCD halftime team talk, because they really just let the game get away from them in the second half of the first half.
He didn't get the height on that box kick. He was probably expected to be kicking into a stronger wind, but the wind is variable and didn't get much there.
Just
UCD not behind the last foot, but it doesn't seem to matter anymore in the game. They can't put that ball down.
Goes to deck on Hart. Donnelly,
on it. Yeah, aka Fergus McFadden, always gives you that. He's an extra back rower, and Boyle buys some time, stands up long enough.
Gilburn just pulls it back to Corky and Deegan on the far wing now.
Now, college need to be careful about here is not forcing it too much to get back into the game and being annoyed with themselves with all the penalties, etc. They've still got to play controlled rugby against one of the top sides in the league.
Good carry, yeah, from Jerry Hill there. Tarrant now. Gilburn and Kurtzinger, but pass just goes astray, and I think it'll be restarted with it.
It was a touch off Con, it was nearly intercepted, and that's an example of before it was knocked down by College, and that's an example of College pushing the game, trying to get back into it, and nearly really giving the game up. You know, if they get another score back in with a whole half to go, anything's possible. If they went 3 scores down from here, you'd have to say it'd be nigh on impossible to get back. So they need to play proper rugby. They need to control it.
Yeah, the next score, yeah, really important, and it'll be a big. They'll get a big boost of energy as well if they can get it. But it can't get the next one. The kind of a few heads start to drop, and it makes it really difficult.
First scrum for Rory Maguire, coming in for Andrew Sparrow, whose minutes are probably being minded with the 20s coming up. Rory Maguire is probably going to see some action now during the Six Nations, and he goes to ground. But the referee calls it against Con. It's not what I saw. But what maybe he's calling it for the side he was on, ref. To me, Rory Maguire went down.
Yeah, probably didn't have any view of this side, but not sure what was happening. We didn't have a view of the far side, so
we'll take it.
Absolutely, it's one of those.
As the completely biased commentators that we are.
And now, yeah, UCD into the Con half, and Sheehan with the put in. 5-man call, and Healy with his hand up, and I think we'll go to the back to Healy, but just got overthrown, and Donnelly luckily comes away with it, and nice offload to Tarrant, and UCD get away with one, and just
the referee calls for a high tackle, and the referee is persuaded, I think, by those calls more than anything else, and a little bit of balancing up possibly going on if you're a cynical person, which I'm not, of course, but certainly the last 2 penalty calls have gone UCD's way, and it's still advantage for UCD.
Deegan does really well and nearly gets there.
That was a great tackle.
Back to Deegan, but needs to stay in field.
Fair play to Deegan for getting back up off the turf and going at it again, but that penalty is back in UCD's favour again. I'm not sure which one the referee is calling for here, where the penalty is coming from.
He's walking back a long way, but
yeah,
probably an offside call, is it?
Okay. He's giving 2 options.
Yeah, I think there's 2, yeah, but we're offside.
Well, that's 3 penalties in UCD's favour in the... Anyway, look.
Don't know why we'd be complaining anyway. And Tarrant does nicely in
It's pure observation, Gilson.
5 or 6 meters out.
Look at that ball boy going up now. That's, I tell you, that's take you back, Gilso.
Yes, it does.
You know every
Ball
nook and
boys.
cranny here.
Every tree that balls don't come out of. And just peels off and offloaded into touch. Unfortunately, was looking for Sheehan, but yeah, seemed to be very quick to be taking the ball out. But
Yeah, a little sneak move. A little bit too sneaky and lost the control again. UCD competing on that one and nearly getting in. They're putting pressure here on Con. But a good
really-
carry.
Yeah, nice carry. And we'll have to win now as they're exiting in this half. And Khan just shaping up for a box kick. Spicer nearly gets a hand on it, but Tarrant underneath it now. Yeah, it was
that
clearly
was-
got to the ball first anyway. I don't think there was anything cynical in it, but
Yeah, no, that was ugly. That was ugly. Obviously not intentional. Nobody would do that, but poorly timed. No,
and yeah, Tarrant stays down. Well, hopefully it's all right, but
yeah, no, it was a heavy fall. It was a wild fall, totally unexpected, and he came down flailing arms and legs. Oh no, very, very poor, very poor. Actually harrowing watching both men hurt, and
I think there's definitely a duty. Even if you're looking at the ball, you have to be aware
Yeah.
of where the other player is, and if you're second to it, there can't be the his eyes are on the ball excuse. I think.
yeah, it was good to see James Tarrant. He's obviously conscious and he's able to move his limbs, and just a precautionary approach. Referee doesn't need any chat from UCD captain Bobby Sheehan. He's reaching for a pocket, and there's a card of some colour about to be issued here. It's not what Johnny Murphy intended, obviously, but it was a very poor calculation.
Yeah, we'll see which colour is given out. A red card given.
Red. I don't know why players are arguing back from both sides with the
Yeah.
referee all day today. It's not going to get anything for you, and it's probably only going to antagonise the referee, and it's just in something as obvious as that.
And yeah, well done to Johnny Murphy making sure James Tarrant's okay. And yeah, thank God, brilliant to see him back on his feet and hopefully able to continue.
Yeah, well, when sternum tackles are now a penalty offence, certainly somebody being taken out at high altitude like that is, if ever a red card is merited, I'm afraid that one seemed to be pretty obvious.
And now, yeah, David Hyland just off your picture there was having a quick chat with Gaffigan, and I think something must have been said, but I think it could have been marginal, but just in field and puts UCD 5 or 6 metres out, and a score is very important, and yeah, it would really lift the UCD confidence if they can get over the whitewash, especially now against 14 for the next 30 minutes or so.
Yeah, no, it's keenly contested. There's a lot of chat, a lot of discussion. Every player seems to have something to say. The linesman was challenged there on the awarding of that line out. I think the Con player thought it might have gone into touch in the dead ball area.
Spicer takes it in the air now, and
Well met by Con, a very cohesive. Again, that's the difference between packs that play together all season. It's cohesive. UCD marginally getting forward. They're committed now. That ball won't be coming out, and the ball goes down. Referee has an arm out.
and we have a penalty advantage. And Gilbert now just out the back to Tarrant, and Donnelly in a bit of space here, and Corkery out the back, and what a bit of play from UCD, and Corkery gets over. Really, really good.
It's a fine score, well worked, and nice to see a team, even when they have the advantage. I know the wind is up today, but it's nice to see a team play through and pin their ears back themselves. and a well-engineered try, and really an essential one if this match is to remain a true contest. It's a 9-point game. The wind gets up and is nasty, but the league's top marksman, Michael Maloney, set to take on this conversion attempt. And yes, Michael Maloney rhymes with Maloney Mortgages, Pensions and Investments, MMPI. Nepotism is alive and healthy,
alive and well,
and essential. Well, it's one thing getting your place and not performing, but to be the league's top scorer, I think it's...
Once again, kicked really well.
Did the wind just die for that kick? Did you? I mean, was that,
It was definitely still
extraordinary. It was gusty, it is unpredictable, but it certainly, Michael Maloney had a clean shot at that and he took it. And it's back to a 7-point game. And Con now playing with 14 men for the remainder of the match, so
it's anyone's game, and yeah, UCD will have their tails up anyway.
you'd have thought Con are going to use the elements and going to try and get as deep as they can in UCD's territory.
Really nice.
A strong clearance from Maloney, just over the 10-metre line.
And yeah, a bit of pressure now on Billy Scannell in front of the UCD bear pit.
The UCD drumming section now in full voice, and it did look very crooked on that occasion, but probably UCD have had more decisions in the last 5 minutes and maybe just a bit too much to ask the referee.
And yeah, I think UCD
They've
have turnover there, but possibly, I think, yeah, the ball's back in the UCD half.
You can sense that both teams are aware that this match is in the balance now.
Absolutely, yeah. And Corker now, once again, he's been brilliant today, playing at full back, and he's kind of played anywhere in the back line all season. Such a versatile player, and Healy just out the back now to Bill Burns in the midfield. UCD a bit of space here if they can use a Tarrant now to Sheehan, but does well to hold on
Hail
to it.
Mary, full of grace.
Harry Donnelly just
Donnelly,
stays in field.
Oh!
He was fully head over heels there.
Well, the touch judge, if the referee had any doubt, the touch judge has his flag out as well to give his view of proceedings, but you all saw it there. Yeah, look, the game is in the balance, both teams really going for it now, and a bit reckless. Harry Donnelly did extraordinary there from an out the back flipper pass from Bobby Sheehan. Thankfully in my day we didn't have those skills to even consider using them, but Bobby decided to use them, and Harry did very well to keep the ball in, and possibly the outcome is a penalty. It looks like it is a penalty.
There's a champion said, but I think he was probably
Stern ticking off there made it very clear, referee Gavigan, and the referee insistent that it be taken from the 5-metre line and not anywhere else. Once again, more chat.
Both captains, yeah, kind of just frustrated at Gaffigan here, but
and he's accurate in his decisions, I think, and he's just giving people a bit too much space in terms of the chat.
Tarrant couldn't get too much out of that, but does as best he can.
Yeah, no, it's a decent return. You know, pretty much the guts of 20 metres from a 5-metre angle into the wind. It's decent. But can they win this ball now?
But yeah, the energy's lifted here from both teams in fairness, and yeah, as you said, game very much in the balance here, and UCD really good carry from Clareevy there, and Spicer now a little inside ball to Boyle, but
Boyle well met.
Boyle did well to hold on to it anyway. Terenure playing first receiver, and looked high in fairness, but a good tackle from, I think it was Jack Kelleher. Gilbert now, and just a little tip on to Bobby Sheehan, but another good bit of defence from Conor. Bobby does really well to fend off one tackler, and Con looks to be over that. But the penalty goes UCD's way, and Maloney goes quickly, but I just don't think he's
a bit too quick and not from the mark. And certainly now your penalties all going UCD's way in the second half.
It's I've never seen such a turn of events, you could call it.
Yeah, it was a marginal referee clearly calling that number one was fine, but the next player sort of went down, sort of sealed off really, and didn't make it wasn't a clear contest, but it was marginal stuff, and it presents UCD with another opportunity.
But yeah, Con will be really frustrated with themselves. It's kind of surely the half-time chat would have been, let's keep doing what we're doing and let's not change much, because all the decisions were going their way and they were definitely dominating. But they've changed things anyway, and they're definitely getting into Gaffigan's head a little bit more.
Surely, yeah, but surely now UCD need to play the width in the game with 14 up against 14, and they are going for width. Good to see Christinger getting on the ball. I thought I'd see a little bit more of him in the first half.
I think it's been turned
over.
over.
Maloney not happy, but get on with it.
And yeah, really nice exit there from James Taylor. But yeah, College still well inside Con's half. And
there's an injury.
We'll just stop for an injury where
injury
the
break.
Tempo's been pretty full on the last 5 or 10 minutes, but we'll get a breath here.
And just checking the scores, Armagh pegged one back, Trinity Terenure 20, Armagh 10. Lansdowne have ceded another score to Clontarf in Clontarf, winning 26, Lansdowne 15. And it's Young Munster on 3 tries at 19 and 4 try bonus points secured by Ballinhinch on 25. So that's Ballinhinch 25, Young Munster 19. And Trinity now have gone further ahead against Shannon, 19-9 at College Park. And in the Heineken or the Investec Cup match, Leicester Tigers are 7-0 up against Leinster.
Really good take from Corrivi there, and was that full stretch, and Kurtzinger in the centre. He's gotten a bit of ball now in the last 5 minutes, and Corkery now once again.
Can't see him coming, and they're marking Kurtzinger, tackling him hard. He's known to be a danger man. Jerry Hill with a half break there. Quick ball.
UCD just stretching Con here with 14 against 15, and UCD with the 1-man advantage, and Gilbert now back to Tarrant, and Tarrant probably could have given it but held on to the ball anyway, and Highland just knocked off that. Maguire now, another good carrying. Donnelly again, UCD really looking for that 1-man overlap, but just knocked on there in contact.
Yeah, certainly from UCD's point of view, they're throwing the kitchen sink at Con as you'd expect. They're down a score and they're up a man, so they've got to give it everything. And their accuracy letting them down again. Con fully committed, 14 men giving it all. We just see here this attack breaking down.
We'll just stop for an injury as well, I think.
Kritzinger's being met well every time in the centre there. And it's a scrum to Con.
Yeah, everyone just taking a moment and getting a breath.
Score Leicester, Hanro Liebenberg scoring in the 9th minute. A try converted by Andre Pollard.
Well, I think there's been a sub for, I think Brendan Quinlan is coming on for Cork Con. Brendan Quinlan, the sub, loose head, with Alex Heaney being withdrawn. Looks to be okay, so I'm not sure if it's a tactical or an injury based substitute, but Alex Heaney's been good today, and new front rows now for, well, not full front rows, but new props anyway.
Yeah,
Maguire,
fresh props here.
Quinlan.
Maguire against Quinlan on this near side to us, the camera.
Khan just leaves it in there a second, but doesn't look to be moving anywhere. And
Good.
really nice from James Taylor. Cork, who does great to keep that in, and looks to take on Rob German on this side. Really nice bit of play from Tim Cork, keeping UCD in possession, and Matt Healy taking it forward now.
Yeah, Corkery's pitch coverage there and his strength in taking the bump and buying himself a little bit of time.
Yeah, Boyle just saw a little gap, a half a gap, but it was closed pretty quickly. And Maloney now a kick into the wind. It won't be the usual Maloney bomb, but it's a good one anyway. And Donnelly underneath it.
Donnelly gets up, yeah.
Henderson or Heffernan, pardon me, did well to field it, and Can now to James Taylor. Just spots a little gap and has Can outside of it, just goes to boot, but yeah, UCD get away with that one, and we will see the replay. But yeah, it looks that James Taylor just went straight through the middle.
Yeah, sowed a bit of doubt in the UCD midfield there. A couple of forwards maybe saying, what are we doing out here? Your man, my man. And enough for Taylor to get through, and the pass didn't go to hand, but Kuhn just fortuitously got a boot there. And after all that pressure from UCD, they're back and going to have to work hard to get out against the wind here. Secure their own ball.
Nice from Healy in the air. Solid as ever. And
Yeah.
back to Bobby Sheehan at the back, and Maloney will just say, let's not mess around too much and let's get out of here. Donnelly now kick chasing.
Decent
Rob
height
German
again.
underneath it, and Donnelly a good contest, but Sherman does very well. Bit slow to come back, and Taylor playing scrum half there, and
Colleretti.
there's a few gaps just opening up in the UCD defence, where it did well just to get him down there. But back to Taylor now, and another gap. Maguire missed tackle. He's German, and Donnelly does so well to grab a leg, but can't have too many men there. And yeah, Con will get in, and a really good try from Rob Heffernan.
That's a fantastic try from 14 men against 15. Great industry. Taylor again finding the gaps, and the support runners are there backing each other, and really a telling score, you'd think.
You'll see it here, yeah. Taylor does great to keep it in field. German, you thought Donnelly did enough, and
Fantastic
to stop
track
the
back
attack,
from Donnelly. But a range of white jerseys there, and really it's noticeable the number of white jerseys that were there to take passes. UCD, I suppose, had been caught with that break. Not enough defenders there. A range of players could have scored that one for Con in the end.
And obviously a bonus point try for Cork Con, which is every point so crucial at the top or the bottom or even in the middle, but particularly the top. And Taylor now. First bit of silence we've heard in the ball for a while.
A stunned silence or a respectful silence?
Struck well once again.
Lovely
Flags
kick.
go up.
Don't think either kicker has missed a shot today.
But yeah, very much a breakaway try. And UCD had started the second half very well, and hopefully we'll get back in there. But yeah, definitely Con will be glad of that one to give themselves a bit of a cushion.
Elsewhere in the league, Lansdowne getting back closer to Clontarf, bringing it to 26-22 to Clontarf. So that one's still in the balance.
Really nice kick there from Maloney, taken by Bill Burns. Gilbert now, and Corkery's there. Kurt Singer met well with his opposite number.
Yeah, and really a bit predictable there. Con centres.
Culreevy now does well. Donnelly was outside him and Donnelly gets away.
Oh, fantastic.
Donnelly just dinked over the top but taken. And it's absolute helter skelter here, but we will stop.
Great skills, both teams, and the game really loosened up. Con, very impressive how this 14-man side are closing the gaps, the industry, the level of effort. And certainly Con look very fit, Gil, so don't they? I mean, they're, for the team that are missing a man, there's not a lot of blowing going on there. There's a lot of ground being covered.
I think they had two options for a knock on, and they'll just go for the one in the midfield. Obviously, with one man down in the back line, a midfield scrum is very, very difficult to defend. From our team sheets that were given to us anyway, this is Matissi Lamarque das Korat, of course pronounced horribly, and apologies for that, but I did my best, and comes in anyway for I think it was Sean Duffy.
That was a good job you spent the last week in the south of France practicing that name, and that's the best
you think that's French?
I mean, seriously?
If it was French, right, obviously. But yeah, Cork on now, emptying their bench. They're getting a few more bodies ready to come in probably next play.
Barry Howell might be brought on shortly here at this rate, if that's the man I recognise here on the touchline from many a year ago. Howler of Cork Con and Lansdowne.
Yeah, UCD here with an extra man in the back line, so very difficult to defend. And they'll go,
Maloney goes blind.
Kurtzinger now, and definitely have a man overlap that side. Deegan just throwing it back in field, and then Can, I think, came away with it.
Can in the right position as well, tracking back. UCD a bit profligate with their possession, a number of times that they've been loose and really turned it over. Taylor let in the air.
A big bomb, and Donnelly underneath it, but definitely goes backwards, and he'll be glad of that. Donnelly, bit of space in front of him.
Lethal handoff there. Rarely seen these days, but a very effective weapon.
Can just looking to get over that.
And Can has scored it, an amazing turnover, stolen it, an amazing turnover there.
Really nice tackle in the midfield there from Matt Healy and Bobby Sheehan, and bit of pressure. I think it's turned over. Out the back now to Gilburn, and Gilburn, Culreevy's there, but he's got no one outside him. But UCD well towards the Con 22. And Matt Healy now setting up for the carry, and out the back to Gilburn and Tarrant. Kurtzinger, we're kind of looking to play every single phase here and looking to go out the back, but Can once again, I think it was, over the ball, and really good from Louis Can.
Yeah, they've had all the answers in midfield. They've marked their men very well. UCD haven't really found any purchase through the middle.
Taylor now does well. A few changes now. I think it's Luke Kerr and George Coomer coming on. Yeah, that's Louis Can's final act, and great game he's had.
It's super performance, a lot of telling plays.
Billy Scannell now with a bit of noise behind him. Really good line out once again, and set them all. And
can take as long as they can in here, kill a bit of time, suck a bit of energy out of UCD in defending it.
And Luke Kerr digs it out now.
UCD
just turn that over. Maloney is a bit of space and opts to kick it. Not sure if he was inside his half, but it's a good kick regardless, and I think it'll just be Con's ball. Really good in fairness from Maloney. I think it will be. They're not sure, but I think it was just inside.
And
it
referee
was
has
outside,
referee has called it. Yeah, referee. The touch judge really still can't quite straighten his arm, but he's now decided conviction. His arm straightens, and UCD have the throw in.
Yeah, big moment here now. UCD need a score. You'd think.
Trinity pulled away now, got a 4-try bonus point there, 26-9, as UCD take this line out and rumble, but well met by Con again.
Absolutely, yeah. As you said, Trinity there, yeah, huge for Trinity without a win this season. But back to the bowl here and out the back to Tarrant. And Corky's there, and Donnelly has about 15 metres of space, and we can I think he's in. It's marginal, but I think it's rewarded.
Donnelly pins his ears back. Well, he has his head strapped so tight, but he just goes for it. He really makes his mind up what he's going to do, Harry Donnelly, every time. Gives you 100% every time he plays, and in every play he carries the ball.
The aerodynamics obviously unmatched. With that head type.
Yeah, I'm afraid we're boxed in our commentary position here, and the camera angle couldn't quite give us what we needed there.
It wasn't quick enough for Harry Donnelly.
So wide did he go?
But a really good finish, and UCD third try of the game. A big moment.
Yeah, that takes it to 22, and Michael Maloney, most challenging kick of the day for him. Can he get it back to a one-score game? Again, are the winds somewhat becalmed? He kicks it.
Make Maloney stop that.
That's
that
outrageous. Outrageous. And UCD have a sniff. They're on a losing bonus point, and if they can get another score, there's a try bonus point on offer as well.
Just for context there, that kick was, the wind was straight in his face, obviously kicking off the wrong side for a right footer, and absolutely beautiful kick.
Full value for money there for the matchday sponsor MMPI. In that one, that kick alone is worth the entry fee.
Matt Healy underneath this and has a bit of time and gathers himself and does really well, and a really nice carry. Finds a soft shoulder.
But UCD have to.
The wind really picking up here now. And Maloney, yeah, you can just see it hanging in the air there. And Heffernan underneath, and
he did well to gather that. Calls for knock on, but he obviously secured it. UCD were offside there on that, but the referee didn't see it, nor did the touch judge.
James Kerr now gives it to Jack Kelleher. Really good defence from UCD here.
Con lining up a box kick of their own. And
I think it'll be straight out.
They've gone straight out. A little bit of momentum shifts to UCD.
I think we'll just stop.
Referee
here.
not want a quick one there.
I think we'll just stop here. I think Mick Mulravy is just down injured.
And we've already got the UCD subs on, I think, at this stage, forward subs, so it's playing through the injury.
I think from what I have, there's probably less than 10 left in and around that anyway.
Well, we're on Gilson and timing here.
Then again, I could still be an hour ahead in French time, so God knows where we stand. And I got sent a photo actually from Fionn Devereux there at half time saying he's watching from Valterrain still. Fionn, get out of your room and get up to app rate, get up to 360. What are you doing?
He can go in 10 minutes, can't he? that was generous from the referee there.
Bill Burns now takes
Michael
it out.
Maloney taking the ball in the out half position. Harry Donnelly hit there.
Donnelly just,
and the ball goes free.
Ball slipped out and kicked forward now from Cork Con, and Kurtzinger under a bit of pressure, but does well to gather it and eyes up and says, "You won't tackle me." And yeah, penalty UCD. That's a big moment in UCD under a little bit of pressure and their backs turned. But really good there from Kurtzinger just to make sure of that.
Impressive from Con though. Again, the ball goes to ground and they make the most of it and make serious field position from a ball being put down. In the tackle, it has to be said, good tackle on Harry Donnelly. And that's a yellow card. I don't know what for. I have no idea what that was for.
That's a very big moment, though. That's probably for the remainder of the game, if not nearly the remainder. And yeah, Con down to 13. So it
not much dispute on the Con from the Con bench here.
Jack Keller, that was Sim Mint.
Debating it with his bench here. Jack Boyle giving way to Hugo O'Malley now. Comes in. Hugo, regular loose head for UCD.
And yeah, Jack Boyle making way here. And it'll be Evan Coyle possibly coming on, but didn't quite see
Hugo O'Malley. Hugo O'Malley be on the loose head side.
I think Evan Coyle was down in the team sheet, but
I don't know much, but I know my loose heads from my tight heads. That's what I'm here for.
And you know your O'Malley's from your Coyles. And Gilbert now Tarrant out the back, and yeah, UCD just in any number of space with
15 pace 13.
Donnelly does well. There's a good cover tackle there from George Coomer. Calls for in the side, but Gaffigan says play away, and
that's an excellent counter from Con. 15 versus 13. And UCD now giving away the penalty.
And a Con coach getting sent just back to his dugout. It's a real feisty affair.
Yeah, that was a big turnover, a great counter ruck. He set in for the side, but I thought it was well timed by myself and Con. And it's really, we had 15 attacking 13. We had possession, and we were loaded to go again. So a big turnover, a nice line ball, and you can see the touch judge's flag, the strength of the wind now.
Jay Barron, of course, pointing right on the mark to say it is there. I can officiate this game as well. Well done, Jason. And Matt Healy just receiving a bit of treatment.
Terenure have gone further ahead against Armagh. Lansdowne are nudging ahead against Clontarf out on the north side there. Gone 3 points ahead, 29-26 or 26-29 being the away team. Young Munster pulling back there on 3 tries, 19 to Hinch's 25, who already have the bonus point tries scored. And Trinity really hacking up now against Shannon. It was predicted on the IRFU site for a Shannon win, but Trinity have sending them over to think again. 5 tries scored so far, 31-9, and Leinster looks like they've scored a try against Leicester, brought that game to 10-8. Leicester 10, Leinster 8.
And yeah, Matt Healy tried to put a bit of pressure on there, but it was really well taken, and Con struggling to get forward with the one man down in the pack. And I think the call to say taken down illegally.
I didn't see how that was taken down myself. The referee obviously did. It's possible for them all to collapse just under the pressure of what's going on.
6 point lead. If they could have a go at the post here with a bit of a breeze helping them, you could really, depending how long's left, possibly put the game to bed and making it a 2-score game. But we'll see.
And if nothing else, of course, the clock is being counted down in the process.
The clock here in the ball says a minute 40, but that does not stop, so you'd hope it's probably 3 or 4. And George Coomer here, Coomer, whatever you're having yourself. It's from about 50 odd meters.
Daisy of a strike, really good. Fantastic kick, and that takes it beyond UCD's reach, really.
Huge moment. And yeah, if there's 3 or 4 left, it's not
Yeah,
it's
there's an
not crazy,
opportunity to get a losing bonus point and to get that bonus point try, but
there's a bit of
mist being blown over from the hockey pitches here. It's not actually raining in UCD, but it may as well be.
and Corkery just lets that one bounce, not doing any favours to Mick Maloney, but Maloney gets back there. And now we'll have to Dara Gilburn playing scrum half. Gives it to Alan Spicer, who's looks like he's going to play the full 80. Maloney now setting up for the exit. You must think with that, they obviously have the official time on the pitch. You must think with that decision, there's a couple minutes left. And that's
slices that one.
The side of his boot. And it's back up to the 10 metre line where it was kicked. Really big unforced error there.
Leinster have gone ahead against Leicester 15-10 with a Jordan Larmour try. Trinity had scored another try, 6 tries now, 38-9 against Shannon. Really enjoying that. Young Munster have gone a point ahead against Hinch. Young Munster slowly clawed Hinch back, and they're winning by a point, 26-25.
I think there's 2 minutes left in the game, is what we said.
Very noisy game. UCD resetting the line out, recalling, having revealed their hand, and will they change it or will they still give it to Healy, who's been their best jumper by far?
We got to the back. Yeah, really nice from Sheehan. Kilburn. UCD need to score pretty much instantly if they're looking to win the game, and Donnelly takes it, and obviously a load of space on that wing. But yeah, 2 minutes to play, and UCD need to score pretty urgently. Maguire taken forward. I think it might have just been stripped in contact.
Was stripped, but it's come back on UCD side, and another penalty against UCD for not releasing.
You'd imagine that will be that, unfortunately.
I don't know who wasn't releasing. Maguire was the man tackled, so the tackler not releasing. Anyway, it's a penalty, Con.
Really good kick there.
From the middle of the pitch, just over halfway.
But yeah, even if they can't win the game here, a try would be important to get a bonus point, and also a losing bonus point. The game 10 points away from us right now, but a score would be important to come away with points. UCD pretty solid so far. It was a good take in the line out.
Well, we have to remind ourselves, College playing against 13 men here. This is an excellent tight maul. Nearly broke through UCD. A bit behind the gain line here, but you know, Con will be happy just to take possession and count the clock down.
I think that could be time there. It will be, and that's the game. And Cork Con winning 34 points to 24, and the game unfortunately got away from UCD towards the end of the first half, but there was definitely a major opportunity to come back into the game. We're playing 10 minutes against 13 men, and just couldn't do enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, finally home team. Con there, they took the blows and won it their way.
But,
more ham or more cheese with that comment, but no, I mean, playing 13 men, finishing the game out, playing 14 men for most of the second half, and they managed to secure a bonus point try and deny UCD anything from this match. So it's the difference between second place and seventh place.
But yeah, a game definitely dominated by refereeing decisions, but went going either way, in fairness, throughout the game. And obviously UCD's next fixture against Hinch away, and Clontarf first place second. Con of Clontarf, so that'll be a big one in terms of the overall winning and losing of the AIL. But we'll leave it there, and thanks very much for listening, and we'll be back sooner rather than later. So thank you very much.
Goodbye.